What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Bulls to the Wall Trading. This will be a watch list for tomorrow, September 25th, 2017. These are the stocks that I will be monitoring tomorrow morning, and if things go my way, I will most likely invest in them. Before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am not a financial planner. I am not a financial advisor. Anything that I talk about is my opinion, so please take that and make it your own. Do your own research. Don't follow everything that I say. I am also independent. Nobody's paying me to push any product. This is just me just saying what I think is the best stocks or stock. And by no means does it mean that you should do exactly what I say. This is just advice, and you guys should do your own research. So with that being said, these are the stocks that I'm going to be looking at tomorrow morning just to see how they react in the pre-market session. So I'm just gonna do this really quickly. I don't want to take too much time. I know there's a football game coming on pretty soon, so I'll do this really quickly. I'm not going to go into detail as to how I find these stocks or the criteria, because I want you guys to ask me questions. I want you guys to let me know what you don't understand, and then I'll go into detail as to how I found them. Or if you're looking at the screen and you don't know what any of this is, leave me a comment on what you want me to go over and explain, and I'll be glad to do so. I know somebody over the weekend left me a comment asking me a couple of questions. I will try to get that video out tomorrow answering those questions. But please feel free to subscribe and like these videos, and if you want me to go over anything, or if you want for me to break down something that I didn't go over, please leave me a comment, and I'll do that for you guys. Alright, so the first stock is EKSO. The reason I like this stock, as you can see here, Friday it didn't really do much the whole day. It opened up and it just kind of, just not really doing much. Let me zoom in a little bit. I wasn't really doing much the whole day. Not an attractive stock, but look at how it finished the day. At about 3:41, and you can see the time right here. At about 3:41, it started kind of curving up, and it finished on a high note. Now, the reason I like this stock is because after the market closed, it kept moving in the post-market hours, and it reached a high of 136. So even after the market closed, it's still seeing some action. So I'm looking for this action to keep going tomorrow morning and potentially when the market opens. So what I like to do is I like to draw a line right here at 136. Whoops, wrong one. Change that to here at 136. And this is more for like a visual effect, because I want the price to go above this 136 line, which is the resistance, meaning the price went up, it touched 136 and it never went above that. So this is basically like the top floor. It pushed up against the ceiling or the top floor, it never went above it. So if it could break that tomorrow morning, it could be a nice one. So I'm going to check that tomorrow just to see how it reacts in the pre-market hours, and depending on that, I'll check it out once the market opens. Alright, let's move on to the next one. It's going to be CAPR, and this one, it basically did the same thing. You can see here, Friday in the pre-market hours, it reached a high of 215. So my idea for Friday was if this stock could break 215, could go above 215, it could be a nice play. But stock market opened up, it went up to 213, and it never really did much after that. It sold off, it went back up, you know, just kind of did its regular motions. But look what it did up here. It went back up to 214, 215-ish, and even in the post market, it still tested that 215 resistance. So if it breaks this 215 resistance right here, it could be a good stock to play. Because again, I am a momentum trader, and I like to play previous day highs or pre-market highs, and this one is just beautiful because it touched the 215 resistance several times. One right here, and then a couple of times, two more times here. So if it can break that, it could be a really good one. So again, I'm going to check this out in the morning, see how it performs in the pre-market, and I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Next one, ARLZ. Oops. Alright, let's check this one out. This one on Friday, it had a steady uptrend the whole day. It went up, and then it went up again, but then it sold off during the day. From around 1:50 to 4 p.m. it kind of sold off. Now the reason I have this is because the 196 mark is the daily high for Friday. So I'll put my line right there. Let me zoom in. So my goal is for this one to break 196 in the pre-market or when the market opens. Now, for those of you guys that are new to trading, whole numbers are a huge resistance point. So if this one breaks 196, it could make a run, but it'll most likely get stopped out at $2 because it's a whole number. So this one, essentially, instead of it going above 196, I actually would prefer it to go above $2, because if you buy in at 196 and it goes to $2 and gets rejected, you're only going to make 4 cents per share. So it's a safer bet if it goes above $2. And same thing, I'm going to keep it on watch. I'm going to look at it in the pre-market and see how it responds. Next one is ITUS. This is more of the same. On Friday, it reached the high of 250. I'll draw my line right there. Towards the end of the day, it almost reached it. It was 10 cents short. And this one is pretty much the same deal as the previous one. I want this one to break above the 250 line, the 250 resistance line that I drew here, the purple line, and that means that it could go. With all these stocks, does it mean that it's going to go above? No. It could touch it and then go all the way down. That's why you have to see how these stocks perform in the pre-market and when the market opens. Nothing is guaranteed. These are just potential movers, but you have to keep an eye on them. So this one, same thing. I just want it to go above the 250 line. Next one is NETE. This one did a pretty nice move in the morning, and then towards the afternoon it kind of went up again, and it ended at 76 cents. So I'll draw my line right there because that's the high of the day. Now, after the market closed, it sunk, to be honest with you. And this light gray area, that's the post market. So after the market closed, it went down, but as you can tell, it went back up. So, you know, I like how it sunk, but it's trying to come back up, and it's going to this 76 cent line that I just drew. So same thing as all the other ones that I just went over. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, and if it can potentially break that 76 cents per share, it could be a runner. But again, you got to keep an eye on it in the morning, see how it's playing out, see how it's reacting, and hopefully one of these 4 or 5 stocks that I just said will be a good one to put some money on. So that's everything that I have for as far as this watch list for tomorrow. Again, if you don't understand anything that you're seeing here, or you don't know how to read candlesticks, you don't know what moving averages are, or the volume, MACD, RSI, level 2, time and sales, whatever the case may be, please feel free to comment. I am here for you guys. I want to share my experiences, and I want to make content that you guys want. I don't want to put out videos just because. I want to make videos that people want to watch. So please feel free to subscribe, like, leave comments, and I'll do my best to get those videos out to you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great Sunday night, everybody.